Hey folks, I'm your host Sandeep. Welcome to Crack Computers. This is the fifth tutorial video on C programming, and in this video we are going to discuss about C instructions, type conversation and arithmetic instruction in C programming. So guys, let's start with some C instruction. So as you can see in this code, I have written a couple of lines. Okay guys, so first of all, let's see the first line. Here I have declared A, and there is also a b which is assigned 8, a value to that b variable. Okay guys, so this is type of declaration you can do in C. You can just like declare a variable of your type you want, integer, character, float, and you could take a value from the user and assign that to a. Okay, how you gonna do that? Just let's say I think I have written this scanf statement. That's how you're gonna do that. And for the entry, you're gonna type for integer d, and to assign that value to a, you're gonna write ampersand a. So what it does actually, the ampersand a told the computer the address where the input is going to be saved. Okay guys, so that's one. And the second type is you just declare it on the line when you created the variable. Okay guys, so that's two type of declaration you can done. What happened in C is C executed from the left side, like the 8 you can assign to b, but you just can't write, just see here, 9 equal to b. This does not make any sense. Okay guys, you cannot assign a constant, like this is a constant value, 9 is a constant value. You are assigning something. For the computer it is just a rubbish thing, and you are assigning this is just a garbage, totally garbage thing. Okay guys, so that's something you have to remember. And number two, that let me tell you, here in this line, you can see I have written, so if I like write this 9 plus y, and then I declare y equal to 8, this also does not make any sense. Like first of all, what happens when the computer start to read, it's gonna see like there is a x, that is integer type of variable, and we are assigning this 9 plus y. So computer would be like 9 is a constant value, that's fine, this is additioning something y. So computer would be like, what is y? And it cannot go this line because it is still confused about this line. So for that it will throw an error, and for that we have to do something like this. We can assign something before and then you put that value. Like you can do this one, you can definitely do this one. So what you're doing is you are assigning 9 to x, and then you are doing is putting x plus 8 constant value and put the whole value into y. So that's the type you can do. Just make sure to remember this all. And there are also a third type that you declare, like let's say a program, you have bunch of variables which all have like same value. Okay guys, which all have same value. It is possible like there are a bunch of, so what you have to do for the, like if you don't know this, you have to like int a, suppose it holds like 100, so you have to do m 100 and then n 100 and then let's say p 100, so say dot 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 dot, like 1000 values. So that is like, you don't need to do that, that is kind of stupid. For that we just like, first of all we just initialize those variables, create those variables o q. Okay, and in the next line we're gonna write this one, m equal to n p o q, and all you're doing is assigning the same value to all of them. So computer would be like int, so these all are integer type of. So what is doing is, as I told previously, like it is will do that through the left side. So first of all, the 100 value will be put through the p, and that value of p will be put through o, and then it will be like to the m at the end. So all this variable will hold same value, which is be 100. And if we just like, let's try, let's see is it true or not. Let's put a printf. Okay guys, so there are 5 variables, so we're going to take 5 D's. So that's for, and we're gonna say M, N, O, P and Q. Just for understanding, I'm gonna write this M equal to this, N equal to this, O equal to this, P equal to this and Q equal to this, and save this. So let's compile now. Okay, so as you can see, there is a scanf statement, so computer wants some input. Let's give 1 2 3, and as you can see, I have not output the value of A, so there is no output. But you can see what I'm trying to show you guys, that you have declared just one M n all equal to 100, and it is showing that every variable has 100. So that's the type of ways you can declare variable. Okay guys, so that's all for this section, and the next section I'm gonna talk about is some arithmetic instruction. So guys, in the top of this code you can see there is include math.h. so this math.h is a header file which holds like couple of functions like power, sine, cos, this kind of function. You can get the values. I will give a link in the description, check that out, or might write all the functions. Okay guys, so check that out. And like for that, I'm just gonna show you this power. So let's just get the output of this value, and then I'm gonna describe that thing and run. So as you can see, I have given like a equal to power of 3 comma 2, and I printed the value of a. So the value is 9. As you can know, like as you know from your math classes, like 3 to the power 2 is obviously 9. 3 multiplied by 3, like if you don't know power, you can do simple like write, if you had like power of 2, you can write the a multiply a if a is the variable. But if you have like something, let's say power of 15, then it will be like almost impossible to write a multiply a and dot dot dot. So for that we have this power function. So as you can see in this power, we have like 3 is the value and 2 is the power. So if I like delete 2 and let's say 4 and compile and execute this one, here is the value is 81. So as you know, 3 to the power 4 is 81. So that's for this power math.h and the power section on this code. So that's all. So if you can see in this section, there is this race, it's a variable and we have declared it to 0, and I have done a math like race equal plus bracket, and we have given c multiply d, and there is a divided by b. Okay guys, so in your like normal math you can write c dot b by, check this comment, there are a couple of examples. So c dot d by b, that's how you do in your like homework. And if you do this average, that's how we do. And for this one, this math, check this out, you can write something like a dot b dot c plus x multiply y, as you can see and understand that. But when you write that kind of statement in your C compiler or editor and you compile and execute, that will throw an error because C does not understand this dot or this xy. It will understand like x and y, it's a understand to be like a variable. So how you gonna do write this statement? I'm gonna show like, so if it is, let's assume result equal to that value, so you have to write like this, a multiply b multiply c. So this asterisk is the multiplication sign for, and just remember that all of we're gonna use the whole tutorial. And for that x section also we're gonna write x multiply y. So you have to write, tell the computer what you want to do to this line of code. So guys, make sure to write all this instruction that you want the computer to compile and run. Okay guys, and now I'm gonna tell you guys something about precisions. Like in a childhood, I think you know the operator precision system. Like if you write something a multiply b, sorry, that's divided b multiply by c plus b minus m, just for saying. So you know that if I write something like this, the rule is first it will divide it, then multiply, then add, and then subtract. Okay guys, and there will be sometimes there will be the multiplication will be happen first, as multiplication, division, these are have same precision. Okay guys, so it will be like, it is good to know the precision system. I'm just gonna tell, like, write all the precision the have, but just remember that use the brackets, first bracket, second bracket. It is for also your, or and the code when it will be later reviewed by someone else, he'd also understand properly. So just make sure to use, like, if you want this to happen, like a divided by b, you just use this first bracket, and that will help someone else to understand. And if you like this, the whole thing like this, and if you want the whole thing to happen first c plus b, then you're just gonna do that. So it not more understandable, like a by b, okay, and multiply that by c plus b minus of m, that value, it is more like understandable. So that's how you should do the things in your code. And now we're gonna see the priority of the operators. So let's comment out this one. And for like top priorities, there are multiplication, division, let me just understandable, so multiplication and division, and there is also something called modulus operator. So I think you guys have like thinking what is a modulus operator. So if you did division, like if you do division with like let's say divide 3 by 2, so there will be a remainder like 2 1 2, and there will be one remainder. So that's what happened when you give this modulus operator, this will give you the remainder. Okay guys, just remember this will, and if you put like a by b, this will, you know, the value, if a is 4 and b is 2, this will be output will be 2. And if you do a mod b, this modular sign, and output would be 0 because there is no remainder, right guys? So these are the top priorities, and the second ones are like addition and then subtraction, and at the last it will be equal to. Okay guys, so that's for this section. And the next thing we're gonna know is about type conversation. So that's something important, so just listen carefully. I'm gonna delete this section and focus on this part. So in the previous video I have told like float can hold a large value, integer can, I mean integer can hold also large value, but not larger than float or real number. So in computer or in the C programming, if you add to integer value, the output would be integer value, it is just normal. Or you add to float value, the output would be float value. So guys, as you can see, there is a float value where like result is a float. So as we know, the output would be a float value as one is float. So always take the output variable to be float, it will be help you. So if we divided 5 by 2, what would be the answer? It always be like 2.5, right guys? So let's see what would be the output. So it is showing 2.5, right guys? So it is okay, fine. But what happen if we like this is 2 and this is 5? Let's see what happened. Okay, it is showing also right 0.4. okay guys, so that's for the section. And let's say something else like type conversation. Like if you put this is like, let's say 2.0 and 5, and let's say output both of them. Okay guys, let's see what the computer understand about this. So first one is a 2 point, that's a float value, but I have assigned to it a integer value. Okay guys, and the next one is a integer value, I have assigned it to a float value. This one, let's see what would be the output. So compile. Okay, I should have, it could be like 25, not, that's not the output. Let's do it again. Put a slash n and compile and run. So as you can see, the first value we have given a like 2.0 is just a integer value, so it is showing an integer version of that, it is excluding that point section. And for the 5 it is an integer value, but it is declared as float, so what is doing is adding those float section to that 5. So that's for the type conversation. So C does like convert those float integer value to float and float value to integer. And that's all for today's video guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you like this video. Make sure to like, watch the playlist of C programming, watch every single video so you can understand. And to ones who have subscribed to my channel, thank you, thanks a lot. Make sure to watch the channel. Okay guys, and see you later in the next video. Bye.